What up, YouTube, and welcome back to another beer review here at Thomas Opent with some Swedish craft beer up in this here hizzy. A while back, I really should have had this beer earlier. A while back, my buddy James from over at Rampant Lion Reviews, post the link in the description box below to his channel, came over to the Netherlands. We were supposed to have this big get-together with some of the other Dutch beer tubers, but on his way, literally on his way, while he was in the airplane, flying over, some shit went down with the COVID ruling, and we had to cancel on the entire trip, on the entire, bottle share. But since James was already coming over, I figured, you know what, we're going to do a whole safe. We were safe and distant. Everything was COVID safe, don't worry. But I couldn't let him out on the street, of course. So he came over, and we had a few beers together, did some reviews together, and he dropped off some Swedish craft beer. He was really enthusiastic about them, and this is one that really stood out for him. We are talking about Neblina by... I'm going to show it to you guys first because I'm going to have to read this, and I'm going to have to make sure that I have the can right in front of me. It's Neblina. It is a hazy session IPA coming in at 4.5% ABV by, here we go, Remmarlöv Gårdsbryggeri. God, I really hope I pronounced that right. I'm digging the can art in this. That's pretty cool. I like it. I don't know why. It just has a vibe to it. So the ingredients are, I should have really looked this up, corn malt, vetemalt, havermalt. I'm thinking humlich and yeast. So I'm thinking that's just your basic, barley malt, wheat, malted wheat, and malted, what's it called? Oats. I think that's it. It says store, cold, drink fresh. I have no idea when this was exactly canned. It's probably a few months old right now, and that's my bad, but you know what? There we go. I'm doing a sort of a hazy session this afternoon, drinking many hazy IPAs. I know that James was really nuts about this one. Not hazy IPA, session ale. Sorry, I'm doing a session ale session. A session ale session. I usually review in sessions, do several beers on an afternoon. And this is a session, as in I'm going to drink some low ABV beers. Probably going to change my mind after a little while. So anyway, but I know James was really psyched about this, and he felt that this was one of their best IPAs, so I'm pretty curious about it. Now, I'm going to quickly, some dirty glassware. First of all, look at that beautiful, completely white head on that. That looks amazing. It is definitely a hazy IPA. It's not your, like, New England style type of haze. This is more like old school haze. When beer started, the IPA started to get hazier, but it wasn't like this almost fruit juice kind of haze, like thickness. But it looks pretty. It looks insanely pretty, and it looks exactly what you'd like for a session IPA. There's good carbonation in there. I'm liking the look of this. I really am liking the look of this. This is incredibly inviting, and when I look at this, I just really want to guzzle this down. I like it. It looks good. Let's see what she's got in the nose. James, thank you for supplying this, buddy. Oh, wow. Okay, that's good. That's nice. I like this. First of all, I'm getting a huge sort of like minty herbal component, followed by some pineapple. There's definitely sort of like a stone fruit component in there. What is that? There's something in there. There's a bit of a resiny note in there. There's something in there and I can't place it. There is something in there and I can't place it, and it's driving me nuts, but it smells beautiful. This does not smell like a 4.5% session ale. So many of these session ales are so incredibly lacking in oomph. And this one, when I smelled this, the first thing that really struck me was like, this smells like a 6.5% ABV IPA. God, there's this sort of minty, almost like in a good way, toothpaste minty tone to it. That's really the first thing that hits me. It still smells so incredibly fresh and vibrant. I'm getting, God, what is that? Is that lychee? The pity is it doesn't say what kind of hops are in there. There's a big citrus component in there. Definitely a big citrus component. God, there's a fruit in there and I can't place it. It's driving me nuts. It is incredibly fruity, by the way. Oh, what is that? it definitely is like all of your usual suspects when you think about an IPA. It's got your pineapple, it's got your citrus, it's got your stone fruits like mango, peach. Everything is in there. And then that minty component that's driving me nuts in a good way. I love it. God, is this only 4.5% ABV? Is this like the golden, the holy grail, you know, of session ales? If this does, in the terms of the flavor in the palate, in the mouth, in mouth, everything, if it does what it, if it delivers on that nose, the promise there, words failing, sentences stupid. Oh, I need to taste this thing. I need to taste this thing. I hope that tasting it gives me that fruit that I'm missing here and makes me go, that's it, that's it. It's just driving me nuts. I can smell this for hours. It's incredibly, it's very floral. There's some hefty floral notes in there. Oh, I could smell this for hours. Okay, James, thank you so much for bringing this over, buddy. Cheers to you. Let's see what this beauty has. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That, first of all, is a bitter IPA, and that makes me happy. That is bitter IPA, and I love it. It is. I'm getting all of the bitter notes here, all of that pithy, bitter, you know, orange zest, that white, lemon zest, and then the white from the skin. All of that is really coming through. It's such a lovely lemon zest, lemon skin, bitter note there. Loving it. It's quite, actually, it does have a sort of like oily quality to it when it comes to it. Not the mouthfeel, but like that lemon zest, oil spritz, that sort of everything. Again, insanely fruity in all the good ways. That sort of minty bittering component, minty herbal component is not very prevalent on the palate. It is very much there on the nose. Definitely a good resonant component. I love this. I love this. This is for me top notch. This at 4.5% ABV in a 12-ounce can, like 33 centiliters, is your perfect summer crusher. This is the perfect summer crusher. This is what you want, like a big bucket of ice sitting in the yard, in the garden, whatever you want, on your patio, on your balcony. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What is that fruity component that I'm not getting there? Is there a hint of, is there Sabro in this? Is there a hint of some lime coconut thing in there? Is that what's confusing me? Is there Sabro in this? Or what's the other one? Talus? The Sabro derivative? Is there some of that in here? Because I'm getting that sort of coconut lime, almost like a lime, key lime pie thing. I don't know what it is, but there's something in here and it's driving me nuts and I can't put my finger on it. All I know is that I love everything about this IPA. And this is, I mean, I can only imagine what this could have been like when it was like HelloFresh, like 2 weeks old. I know that there's this big thing going on, like drink all your IPAs when they're like 1 day old. Fuck that bullshit. Usually they're way too sharp. They got a little bit of a hopper, and let that thing settle. Give it a week or two, and then drink it. 2 weeks is HelloFresh for an IPA. It's amazing. It's like amazing. But this even after a few months still is so incredibly vibrant and alive and fresh and tasty and delicious and bitter and resiny and fruity and citrus and herbal and I still can't place that one fruit I'm getting, but fuck it. All I know is I love it. I love the hell out of this shit. This is good beer, James. This is great beer. I love it. Thank you very much for supplying this. This is already one of the best beers I've had in January is basically over. It's January the 30th right now. January is over. This is already one of the best beers I've had in 2021. Absolutely. If you guys can get your hands on this, go for it. Go get it. This is delicious. I don't rate in my reviews anymore, but you can check the rating on tap. But this is just for this once. This is definitely a 4+ for me. I love the hell out of this. It has to be like a lime coconut thing going on, man. Delicious. James, thank you so much for sending over this beer. I hope you're enjoying all the beers you got from us from the Dutch Beer Collective. Looking forward to many reviews. And that's it for this review. Like I said, I'll drop a link to James' channel in the description box below. You will also find all of the links to all of my social media, the Dutch Beer Collective and mysterybeer.nl. If you like the video, click like. If you really liked it, click subscribe. Let's see if we can get over the 500 level as soon as we can. And I'll see all of you guys in another review soon. Cheers.